Hey guys, this is Havenfire here, back for another VOD analysis. Today we will be analyzing Ludwig's gameplay. This is footage from the Doritos Locos Tournament that was held a couple months ago. And Ludwig ended up winning this tournament, so this is probably considered cherry-picked footage. But this was the most recent stuff I could find quickly that wasn't proximity voice chat. So the settings here is that there's anonymous votes off, but other than that, pretty standard settings. And these are tournament rules. These aren't Hafu lobby rules. These are tournament rules, which are like you score points for doing tasks, and people are more hesitant to vote. So that's important to keep in mind. So
Up to you
here we
guys
go.
if you want to do IRL stuff.
I disagree. I think that some IRL shit, like pretending to be AFK, might be better.
Probably not the best start. He knows that a bunch of people went to the right, but he had his map open and he's like talking, so I'm not sure how much of that he gained. Like, I don't know how much information he currently has, but he's going to electrical, which a lot of crewmates do.
Better,
So
but I don't know. It's a little crazy.
he's with 5 up, insta kills 5 up. That's probably not the worst kill because he knows that the majority of people are right side. If he can group up with them before heading down, that's pretty good for him. Okay, lights got called pretty early. If he can meet up with somebody on the way down, that is good. There he goes. Okay, so he stacks on train here because he needs an alibi, and being an admin download coming from literally anywhere other than electrical makes him look relatively innocent. So when train gets off, you'll see that Ludwig is on him, which is pretty good. Lud's going to have to create a lie about where he did this download, which might be a little bit tricky. Since the game just started, there's only a couple downloads you could really do. He can't say it's the electric download. That would be suicide. He can't say it's the weapons download. A ton of people were there. He can't say it was the cafeteria download because a ton of people were there. Probably not the best task to fake right here. I didn't see if there were wires, but maybe faking the wires here would have been a better task to fake. Oh, and train died.
Holy
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty bad for Ludwig. Train was his alibi, and Punz is self-reporting. So it looks like he's in a... Actually, now that I think about it, 5-Up's body never got found. They don't know where that is. Train's body did get found, and Punz is self-reporting it. So this isn't too bad for Ludwig here, because he doesn't need a rock-solid alibi, because 5-Up's body never got found.
Okay.
Orange, purple, white, red, brown. We're all right side.
All right. So
Orange, purple, white, red, brown.
I ran into lights with Talia, and she was doing it. Right when they got fixed, I ran out, and Train's body's right there.
I saw
Did
Train
not see you
so recently.
I was stacked on
maybe-
top of you running in.
on my screen.
Mick,
I mean,
did
it could be
you see
D6 on
Train?
EU, but
Let me turn this up just a little bit.
Walking
Okay.
into
I,
admin.
I didn't see train or puns.
Nay.
So Myth, the moment you walked in was the moment he left. So I don't know how recently you think you got into admin, but that's like how old
Well,
his
how do you
body
know
is.
that?
Because I was on the download task with him when I left, and then I saw you walk in.
Ew. Well,
It's-
I came from cafeteria, so his body's probably in storage.
Where was
No,
last
it for sure
seen
is, but I'm saying
5-Up?
it's like maybe 8 seconds old.
Does anyone know where 5
Yeah,
was last seen?
the timing is off
Moxie's really quiet. Here, one sec. I'm gonna give him a little bit more juice.
then.
Yeah.
You saying his body's
I didn't
8
see
seconds
him.
I
old?
haven't seen 5-Up. He's been
It's-
going left
it's-
at the
it's-
start.
Oh,
so.
5 up.
Well, I've reported Train's body.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, where's Train's body?
It's right next to
electric.
like bottom right hallway of lights, like it's right next to storage.
If 5-Up is then
So
on the
Talia
left
would
side,
have just
I
walked
am
over that, I think.
doubtful.
Well, as in,
No,
Punz
no,
should
no.
then now clear that that can't be me. if
No,
he's saying
yeah,
this on top of
Talia
me.
just fixed
I
lights. I
know-
was right with her, and then I turned when I left lights, the body was there.
He's pretty good in my books, guys.
DK, Moxie, Pokey, did you have eyes on each other on
DK,
the right
where are
side?
you at? Okay, me and Moxie were holding hands from Nav up until the body got called. So that makes me want to
Nah, I don't
clear him
wanna
quite a
say
bit.
That, honestly.
Real?
Like,
Okay, well, Pokey's looking for a vouch. Moxie's keeping his space. But realistically, if they were together close enough, they'll trust each other a decent amount, so we shall see.
We kind of were off at the last 10 seconds. You
Yeah,
could've
but
snuck
DK
that
was in
5
front
up.
of us either way.
I don't think DK could have killed. I'm pretty
Why
sure.
not?
Bro, why am I?
I
Holding
actually think DK
hands,
could
huh?
have.
That's some weird logic by Moxie, because if DK's in front of... If, like, Pokey's between DK and Moxie, I don't understand how Moxie is able to not clear Pokey, but clear DK. Little bit of strange gameplay by Moxie. Jorbs thinks it's DK. Overall, a pretty good round. Punz clears Lud's body. Punz clears the body that Lud made. So overall, pretty good round from them.
Holding hands, huh?
I was doing my download and comms.
Interesting.
And also DK is located near the body. DK is fairly sus. Pokey and Moxie are relatively cleared. Talia is pretty cleared. So I'm going to rewind here. So going down the list. Talia is pretty cleared. Punz, unknown. Lud, unknown. He didn't talk a ton, except for that they know he's an admin with Myth, which they could have gotten a kill and walked in from. So overall, not a bad round. DK is in a worse positioning. So currently, in my mind, if I was to be crewmate, I would think it's between DK, Lud, or Myth.
Why not?
Bro, why am I?
I
Holding
actually think DK
hands,
could
huh?
have.
Holding hands, huh?
I was doing my download and comms.
Interesting.
I'm trying to do my.
Nice.
Good reaction, Ludwig. Nice.
Yeah, I don't think there's any problem killing 5 up. Do you think it's like grimy or something?
No point. There's no point being on admin there. He knows where everybody is. Also, I don't remember, but he might have already faked card swipe. So he knows the direction people are going. 4 people are left. A couple people are right. Somebody stayed back.
I killed him the first time
In my mind, DK would be pretty innocent. He went back to his download and comms.
and I won. Yeah. It's like if I killed him and then got voted off immediately, then sure, but I won the game. I think there is some.
So pretty standard imposter play is to call lights when your cooldown is back. That way you can kill with lights. Lights is easily probably the best sabotage because it deletes crewmate information. But this probably wasn't the best time to call lights because, as you can see, when they all went into storage, everybody ran either left to do their electrical tasks. And I will rewind here.
Do you think it's like grimy or something?
Everybody runs down and to the right or down and to the left, and the people who go down into the left early game are typically going to finish their electrical tasks. So let's go take a look. Yeah, so Moxie.
I
So
killed him.
right there, you can, if you call lights, it's going to get pre-jacked. Like, you can't really do anything. So I think that was a pretty bad
the
lights
first time
call
and I
by
won.
Punz.
Yeah.
But it looks like Ludwig
It's
didn't
like
make
if
the
I
call.
killed him
so
and then got voted off immediately, then sure, but I won the game.
that,
I
in
think
my
there is
opinion, that's a waste of a sabotage.
Some actual evidence
and
that
there
it might
goes,
not
got
be a bad
fixed.
play.
There's no double kill here. Okay, so he has a decent amount of information. Crewmates are stacking a decent amount. There's a lot of people in electrical, a lot of people left to the right. So there's probably admin information right now, so he's got to be careful of that. This is a really good spot to kill. This is one of the least checked sets of wires on the map. They're pretty unlikely in the wire cycle to end up appearing, and this is very easy to walk past this body if you don't have a giant yellow arrow pointing straight at it. So this is a good spot to kill, one of my favorite locations to kill. That and this download mid to late game is a good spot, but it's very hard to get this download mid to late game. lights got fixed pretty quick. I don't know about this vent, because a couple of reasons. So, right now, Ludwig doesn't have a ton of information. He knows that there's a lot of people on the right side of the map, and there's an issue with this cafeteria vent. And it's that if somebody is over here, they can see the vent flip. And that's not that good. You don't really want to see, like, someone inside of admin, like, see this vent flip while they're doing card swipe or while they're on admin table. Actually, I don't think you can see this one on admin table, but this probably wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I personally don't like venting a ton because whenever you vent, you always run the risk of somebody just walking in on you mid-animation, especially with a quick kill cooldown. So I'm not a big venter, but to each their own. Good doors lock there. Lud needs to find an alibi. He's not actually doing too poorly for his own kill. His own kill is never going to get found, so he doesn't need to find an alibi for that. What he needs to do is find an alibi for the kill that Punz is probably about to do. That's, oh my gosh. Okay. So Ludwig is just on a tear, I guess. He just snipes DK's head off. I guess that's a reasonable kill because at the moment he knows that you're on 6. And 6 allows for 50-50s. I don't know the point set of this tournament, but he might be going for if I'm doing a 50-50 and I win, I just, you know, I shoot ahead in this tournament, as Ludwig would say, making mogul moves. But that's, like, in my mind, that's not the greatest kill. Because that might even be on cams. Wow. Okay. So, because of a couple really good pieces of information, Ludwig and Punz are in an interesting spot. So, 3 dead is always risky because it typically makes pairs really fast. So, Myth is basically hard cleared here unless he killed in front, unless Punz killed right in front of him. In which case it becomes a 50-50, but Myth's pretty safe. So Lud's going to want to try and make buds with Myth. Probably going to talk about the first round and how it couldn't have been him or Myth. And then he gets to vote with Myth and he looks really innocent. So let's see how this conversation plays out.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Also, earlier in the round, Punz cleared Talia. Talia probably is going to accuse Punz of maybe self-reporting earlier. So, very interesting. Moxie's voucher, Pokey, got eliminated, so he's in a pretty good spot. So right now, Punz and Lud need to somehow either manipulate the vote onto Talia, or my favorite move, point fingers at each other. So, let's see how this goes.
Hey, wait.
Actually, considering that there's not a lot of sus on either of them, it might be not super great to put pressure on each other, but putting pressure on each other on 5 is always good. Like, your credibility just skyrockets.
Talia, where'd you come from?
Yeah, I just came from bottom left. No, sorry, bottom right. Shields. I
You
did
didn't see
see
the
Pokey,
body?
didn't I? No. 100% I saw Pokey running.
Very lucky that they're pressuring each other and don't have any actual, like, pressure on Punz or Lud. It looks like that the crewmates just didn't have enough good information this game because they all died. So, I guess Punz and Lud pull away with a win here.
Where's his
I
body
thought I
you
might
found?
have seen her, but...
Wait, pause. Where did Pokey stop? Where did you last see Pokey?
No, I know I saw her bottom right. Could not tell you where.
That's okay. Ludwig, where are you?
I'm in Reactor right now,
think
doing
I saw
Simon
her
Says.
bottom
I
right.
just saw
Moxie,
Moxie
where are
on
you?
cams.
I just got on cams.
MashaAllah, that is true, Ludwig and Moxie. Because let me tell you what I've seen. Punz on shields, bottom right of the map. Then goes towards Navi. Then I watch Navi vent open. Then I go down, back to shields. Pokey's body's dead.
Okay, love her.
Yo, Myth, I'm literally on.
I am literally top right, running into Calf right now. How do you see a vent in Nav, by the way?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Punz is pretty dead here. If I was like crewmate, Punz is dead here. Myth, he reported on 5. he did a bunch of extremely crewmate like information gathering in order to figure out this vent information. If they don't go with myth here, I think they're just stupid.
You can see it. You can see it through fog of war.
But like, are you in admin? Like,
No. I was running through the hallway, tiptoeing. And then I seen the little vent open through fog of war. But then like when I was running back down, Talia was running up, but the timing wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying you
Like,
saw Talia there?
Right. No. But the timing wasn't right with Talia. The timing was right with you, B.
I was gonna say I
Moxie,
would-
wait, Moxie, what are you gonna say?
Yeah. I think Myth is.
Ludwig tries to cut off Myth's rampage there by asking Moxie. But the damage is pretty done. It looks like Punz is dead. It might have been good there for Lud to apply pressure early, or maybe it would have been good there for Lud to try to filibuster. But it looks like they're going to go down.
Cameras, like I see him go down there, insta vote, like insta report. So
I actually was hella sus of Myth this
I'm
round,
top
but I'll
right.
vote Myth.
And you know what? Maybe it's possible that Talia also seen it and then just didn't report it.
Okay, so there's a little bit of pressure on Talia. Not that bad. The logic kind of becomes strange when you realize they paired up around 1, which is not the best thing for imposters to do, but...
No.
Maybe she's seen Punz kill.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there are guaranteed 2, regardless.
Unless it's
I'm
Ludwig,
okay
though.
with you thinking
I
that,
don't trust
but it is
Ludwig at all.
not
Sure,
me.
yeah.
Okay, so Moxie doesn't trust Ludwig. I don't watch a ton of Moxie, but he doesn't trust people very easy, so I don't think that's too important. Myth, hard cleared. You can't pressure Myth. Lud and Talia and Moxie are your suspects. So, one of my favorite scenarios, you've got 3 suspects, 1 crewmate. Let's see how they play it. That cafeteria door close is pretty smart, unless your lobby catches on to you doing it. This door close essentially just buys you 10 seconds. It's free. Yeah, he's sticking with Myth. I'm guessing he's going to try and find an opportunity to take his head off. Or not. So, this is strange. Myth's alone on the right side. In my mind, I would have killed Myth and then called an emergency. Depending on where you kill him, you can call I personally don't like calling reactor because it becomes super obvious where the kill is. You can call something weird like comms or lights, because from the rest of between Talia and Moxie, they don't trust each other either, so they won't be able to trust one of them to go to lights and one of them to stay on button. So if he just kills and calls comms or lights and camps the body, it's basically a free win. Of course, that's assuming that Myth's body's like in navigations or something. Okay, takes Moxie's head off. So this is pretty bad crewmate play. This might be motivated by points from task win, but yeah, Myth and Moxie are really far across the map. Myth already thinks it's Talia. Lud can just pressure Talia here. Honestly, pretty free. If I was Lud, I would have stayed near the body and called an emergency. Like comms. See, the interesting thing about calling certain emergencies is that you can buy yourself enough time to reach the location and stop anything from happening. So picture something like this. You've killed in this hallway right here between upper and lower engine. You know that Myth is right side of the map, and you don't know where Talia is. What Talia would end up being is just reporting the body, and then Ludwig and Talia get to do their 50-50. Ideally, another scenario is you can call something like comms. Everyone freaks out because they can't hit the button to check. So they run around the map, either to comms or to look for a body. Comms is just doesn't telegraph where the body is the same way reactor or oxygen does. So I would be inclined to think, okay, we're going to fix comms, we're going to hit the button. However, depending on when you time comms, this body is already pretty old. by the time you fix comms, you can buy time with storage doors and calf doors, and you can just kill after you find someone to stand next to. So, pretty good spot for Ludwig to be in. Or it would have been a pretty good play for Ludwig to pull, but instead we're going to see how he ends up playing this. Okay, he finds Talia with 7 seconds left. Game's over. Because Myth's right side, so. This is the 3rd time he's faked card swipe. Yeah, not the best crewmate play, honestly. You gotta stick together in Final 4, or else you just lose to a double kill, or 2 kills. So, good play by Ludwig. Let's, there's still a bit to the split.
No!
Yo, let's go, Lud.
You gotta call a button on 4.
GG's, nice one,
Oh,
Lud.
why?
Pokey is right. You do have to call a button on 4.
GG's,
Good
Alright,
stuff.
GG's game
Man is
GG's,
killing it, bro.
GG's.
2 imposter wins.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well played by Ludwig. He ended up, I think, getting a little bit lucky there. It doesn't seem like everybody was playing fully optimally to win. Like, Final 4, you're supposed to stack and avoid the reactor, because then you lose to oxygen every time. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Probably not what I would consider S tier play. It was still very good gameplay. He got good kills. And him and Punz managed to kill like a lot of people in good spots, it seems like. So I guess it's good enough to warrant a win. So thank you guys for watching my imposter analysis video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment below who I should do next. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.